These are a few things that I do to just be more in my feminine energy and then just be more feminine in general. I wholeheartedly believe that it starts from within, and how you treat yourself is what you're going to portray to other people. Do anything that helps you pour into your self-care cup. For me, it's skincare, it's body care, it's long showers, it's meditation. But whatever helps you relax or take care of yourself, then do that. Having matching underwear sets is always super feminine to me. I always feel really put together, and I feel like I've taken time to like pick out my underwear for the day. It's not just like grabbing whatever and throwing it on. I love good pajamas or good pajama slips. Silk and lace slips to go to bed in. It's just so nice. It's so luxury, and I always want to incorporate luxury things into my everyday stuff. Keep your lips and your hands moisturized. That's a really big one for me. It makes me feel really classy and put together as well. A big one for me was learning to move slightly slower. I'm from London and I tend to walk really fast and do everything really fast, but I learned to just walk a little bit slower or take my time a little bit more when I'm doing stuff. I don't think it's very feminine to rush about or run around the city. Also, take your time getting ready. It's so nice to have a couple of hours to yourself getting ready. I put music on or I put podcast on, and I really take my time getting ready, and I kind of use it as my self-care time as well. Get your hair done frequently, not just when your ends are fried and you desperately need a haircut, but as much as you can. I love having my hair done. It's one of my favorite things to go and do. I get blow dries and treatments really often. I love sitting in a salon full of women, just making other women feel beautiful. Keep your nails neat and tidy. I don't have any varnish on my nails. I don't really get gel or acrylics or anything. Sometimes I paint them, but for the most part I just keep them clean, tidy. I file them, I do my cuticles. Wear heels or heeled sandals or heeled boots. Nothing makes me feel more feminine than when I'm in a heel. I like to have seasonal scents. My baseline is oud, so oud and anything. Limit your swearing. Nothing is less feminine than swearing, especially if I hear someone out, if I'm at dinner, if I'm at a bar and people are swearing. I find it really rude. If you're not wearing makeup that day, please still do your skincare, put a lip gloss on, brush your eyebrows up, brush your hair. Even if you're home, just make yourself feel presentable. These things start with you, so you need to make the time and the effort to actually do them first. Otherwise, they're not going to come across to other people. Those are my things that make me feel a little bit more feminine.
These are 10 things I do every day to feel soft, feminine, and grounded, even when life feels chaotic. Be sure to save this for later. Number 1, I always do my morning routine before I touch my phone. I wake up, stretch, drink some water, brush my teeth, wash my face, make my bed. After I do all that, then I can have my phone. It sets the tone for how I want to feel for the day. Number 2, Delulu affirmations. I speak to myself like I'm the main character of a movie, because I am, of my movie. Number 3, I move like I'm on camera. Whether I'm cleaning my house, doing my makeup, picking out an outfit, I slow down. Intentional movement equals instant feminine energy. Number 4, I wear things that make me feel feminine. Soft, silky, flowy. It's about how it feels more than how it looks. Number 5, daily mirror rituals. I always hype myself up in the mirror, even when I'm bloated or breaking out or feel like crap. You need to be there for yourself. Number 6, I speak with space. I never rush my words. Pauses are powerful. It makes you sound more thoughtful and magnetic and feminine. Number 7, I try to keep my voice and my gestures soft. It calms me more than anything else. Number 8, I romanticize literally everything. I light a candle when I'm answering emails, listen to my favorite music when I'm getting ready. The vibe always matters. Number 9, I let others help me. Being feminine doesn't mean being helpless. It means being receptive. That's attractive. And number 10, I stay graceful in silence. I don't react to everything. Sometimes silence is feminine. It keeps your power with you. And remember that soft and feminine doesn't mean weak. It means in control. Be sure to like this video and follow for more real feminine energy tips and all other hot girl things made simple.
These are 10 things that I do to stay ultra feminine. I love being girly. So number 1, I never leave the house without putting some sort of body shimmer or body glow on my skin that's showing. I feel like it's so cutesy and girly when you're outside talking to somebody and your skin is just like subtly shimmering. So girly. Nails. I feel the most girly when I have a fresh classic French tip on my hands and on my toes. My mom always taught me growing up to always have your toes done, and I took it one step further and I always have my nails done. I love a classic French because it doesn't clash with anything. Just really easy, fresh, classic. Girly things in the shower. You guys, the shower is a sacred time for me, especially when I get out of the shower, my skincare and everything outside of that. I really take pride in it and it's fun for me. Like, I just had a regular old microfiber towel and it was so boring. I hated using it. So I got this one from Kitsch. It's leopard print and it's so cute. I literally look forward to using this after the shower. And I'm very big on scent. So anything that's gonna make me smell good and just the experience in the product itself, there is nothing better than smelling good. I have hair perfume, regular perfume, and also any sort of like scented body butter, specifically this one from Sol de Janeiro, the number 40. is my favorite scent. It's so girly. It smells like vanilla and cherry. Owning my high maintenance. I am a high maintenance girl, and I feel like we're almost villainized as high maintenance girlies, but I'm high maintenance for myself. Like, I love getting my nails done. I love having my hair extensions in, my tan on. I love it, and I love being a girl. I truly could not imagine being a guy. I think owning your high maintenance-ness and really living in it and not being scared that like you're too much or anything like that. When the seasons change, I love having scented things in my house that match the season. So in my head, it's spring. Is it spring? I do live with a man, but luckily he understands how girly I am. So I always like to incorporate little things like this, and they are just so like cutesy. Just this in the kitchen and this in the bathroom, it just makes me happy. Anything that makes me happy makes me feel girly. So I'm gonna do it. Finding your favorite color and then buying things inside your favorite color. Literally, my car is pink, my charger's pink, my phone case is pink, everything is pink. Anything that puts you in that state of like happiness and feeling girly, get it. Number 7 for me is self-tanning. Obviously, this is optional, but I feel the best when I'm tan. Whenever I feel the best, I look the best. And I tan once a week. I'm very high maintenance and I love it. Being sweet, being nice, like genuinely just being a good person. Good things happen to good people. If you exude good energy, you're gonna get good energy back. I swear my comment sections across all platforms are so positive because I give that energy out. I think just going out and having a smile on your face whenever you're standing next to your man, just look happy. When you're by yourself, look happy. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm naive, but I feel like all girls are just fairy princesses and we're all just so happy and sweet. But I think that's because I'm like that. So I'm literally viewing the world through my lenses because I'm like that. Genuinely, I feel like it's one of the main reasons that I'm so girly is because I'm just sweet. Having clothes that I love and fit me really good. Whenever I have a good closet, like my closet is really solid and I just have clothes. Is it my shopping addiction? Maybe. I think it's so fun to see what other girls do to be super girly, and we can all just become a collective girly fairy group.
Here's a list of some of the things that you can incorporate into your life if you would like to be more feminine. So first, I don't hear this talked about a lot, but forgiveness is such an important step. Let me explain to you why. When you harbor so many harmful emotions, so anger, jealousy, envy, resentment, all of those emotions get stored within you and they reflect in your appearance, in your aura, in your demeanor, in the way that you carry yourself. As you go through life, people will do things to you. Things will continue to happen. And if you keep carrying the baggage of all of those events, you're going to harden up. And that is the opposite of femininity. It's not being hard, it's being soft internally. That softness will make its way out into the world. Now, secondly, when I say soft, I don't just mean being nice and sweet all of the time. The way to being soft is to have hard boundaries. So that's number 2. When you create boundaries for yourself and you enforce them, you are basically teaching the world how to respond to you. Not trying to get everyone to like you, you're not trying to change anyone's behavior, but you've set an expectation and you are going to ensure that you get that and you also give it to other people. Number 3 is your communication style. Tone and pitch are important, but what's more important than that is your ability to express yourself clearly and concisely. Being articulate and being emotionally intelligent in your language holds most of that power. This is the obvious one: self-care, self-love, confidence. I know we hear that all the time. What does that actually mean? It means treating yourself like you were your best friend in this entire world. So if you make a mistake, just like when your best friend or whoever in your life does so, 1, you offer them correction, but 2, you give them grace. I can't stress how important it is to not be mean and harsh with yourself. And this is something I struggled with and I'm still learning to this day. Self-compassion and understanding that this is your first time on earth. You're not going to get everything right. You're not going to show up perfectly in all of your relationships. And just like you don't expect other people to do so, you can expect that from yourself either. As a bonus recommendation, do things that you love. Don't wait for the right friend group to be around. Don't wait for a relationship. Do the things that make you happy every day. If right now that's just making yourself a nice meal, looking good for yourself, going on road trips alone, whatever that means to you, be intentional about incorporating that into your life. Because nothing on the outside is going to bring you lasting joy. Things may make you happy temporarily, but that joy that you see in feminine women, that comes from the inside. Those are my tips.
Before TikTok goes bye-bye, let's talk about a couple more things I do to be more feminine. It's very, very rare that I leave a date, that I leave meeting someone, that I leave a phone call, any type of encounter for the very first time when I speak to them. At the end of the phone call, they always say, "I enjoyed talking to you. You make me feel so comfortable. You make me feel..." It's always that type of compliment. And
I expect it. I know it's gonna happen. But how do I do it? I am always calm. I'm always listening. I'm never going to rush someone. I'm never gonna be like, oh, but what were we saying? Like, I'm not. I'm gonna let them finish their entire thought, and I'm gonna always be like, oh, and add comforting language, like, oh my gosh, oh, that must have been hard. Yeah, no, I totally understand. And then ask them questions about it. I think that we underestimate the importance of asking people questions, because if they're talking about something, they probably enjoy what they're talking about, or maybe they just want to vent about it. Honestly, like, another thing that I do going on the phone call is I might cut the phone call a little prematurely, and I'm not trying to be manipulative or anything like that, but I'm like, oh, I have to go, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, but I enjoyed talking to you, or something like that. So that way they don't ever kick me off the phone, but I'm the one that's kind of like in control of when the phone call ends and they want to talk to me again. Another thing that I always say to do is ask men for favors. Ask men for simple favors. Hey, can you grab that for me? Hey, can you open this for me? Little tiny things, because although men aren't going to be like, ooh, I feel like a macho man when she asks me to do X, Y, and Z, they're going to feel like that. They're going to feel needed. And that's what you want. You want them to feel needed. Always accept help. Always accept, hey, can I get you anything? Never, no. Always, yeah, sure, maybe a water. Always be a little damsel in distress. The other day I was at the gym and something was really heavy, and so I tried to take it off, and a guy came out of nowhere and he's like, oh, let me get that. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I stepped back. I wasn't like, no, let me get it. I'm like, oh, thank you. I didn't know that that was so heavy. I'm sure he felt like the man, because all the men around him were kind of just looking and like giggling, and I'm like, yeah, that could have been you, but it wasn't. You attract more bees with honey. So if you're talking to a guy and he's not doing something that you like for him to do, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I hate that you don't do blah, 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 blah. Or like, why haven't you been doing da, 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 da? No. Instead, we're gonna be like, I love when you send me a good morning text. I love when you open the door for me. It makes me feel so safe when you do X, Y, and Z. I love this. So you're going to affirm the positive behavior so that they do more of this behavior. You're not going to say, but I don't want. Always affirm the positive behavior. We need to learn to speak politely. If you want to be a classy woman, don't say vulgar things, don't curse, don't say the F word. Instead of saying, oh, I'm gonna go pee real quick. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna go to the restroom. Restroom, not pee. Upper lip, not mustache. Underarms, not armpit. Like, there's different ways that you can tweak your language just a little bit that will make you seem so much more educated and classy. Okay, body language, very, very important. We're not gonna be like this. Do you see that? You can't even see your shape. You can't see anything. Instead, you're gonna have nice posture, shoulders back, stomach tucked in. You're not gonna be like this all the time. You're gonna be open. You're gonna be inviting. You're gonna smile. You're gonna wave. You're gonna speak to people. You're not gonna have your legs wide open. You're gonna cross your legs. And I love etiquette. I know I talked about serving the person that I'm with because it just brings out the femininity in me. If I sit down and I'm at a restaurant, the napkin that has your cutlery in it, you're gonna put it on your lap. Little tiny etiquette things like that will make you seem so much more classy and feminine. Lastly, do what makes you feel sexy. Do what makes you feel confident. If that's matching lingerie under your pajamas or your work clothes, then that's okay. No one else has to see. But you know what's under there, and you know under this, I look really good. Romanticize making dinner, have a glass of wine, have some cute PJs. In the shower, shave everything, even if no one's gonna be touching it. But you know that you're smooth and that you smell good. These are the things that stem from inside that just exude femininity, and they exude that you take care of yourself. Oh, last thing. I said I always have my nails done, but I will always have my toes done. If my toes aren't done, guess what? They're not gonna be shown. I hope TikTok is not banned. If it is banned, that'll be really, really sad. You can always follow me on my Instagram and my YouTube that I'm going to be having linked in my bio. I thank you so much for all your love and all your support. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to DM me or reach out to me. I love talking to you guys. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Let me share some tips on how to naturally give off feminine, classy vibes. So number one is stop telling all your business. That is like one of the biggest things that like I feel like women and like I guess men, this can go for men, anybody in general, telling your business. Stop telling people how much money you make. Don't ask people how much money they make. Leave that to the imagination. And anytime you get something designer or anything, a lot of people, the first thing they do is every single thing they get, they post. They post. We get it. You have something nice, but when you tell people about it and when you talk too much about it, it gives off like you've never had anything nice. People who've always grew up or have always had something nice are used to luxury items. It's not something they have to show off. It's not something that they always have to tell. It just doesn't give a good look. There's a lot of people also looking at you that don't want you to succeed. So always be conscious of that as well. Number two, this is especially for my ladies, when it comes to men, be obsessed with yourself. Be so obsessed with yourself. And you know, I mean, I have struggled with this as well. Sometimes like we're so excited, especially when we really like a man, to hear from them, to see them. But no, don't beg for the attention. Don't beg for his attention. Be so obsessed with yourself. Fill your day with going to the gym, working on yourself, work, doing stuff, your passions, your hobbies. Because I promise you, once you become so obsessed with yourself and you show that you're so obsessed with yourself, he will have no other option but to be obsessed with you as well. Because he knows, like, hold on, wait a minute. Pouring into yourself, that's like the most attractive thing, you know, on anybody. I'm a busy woman. I'm loving myself. I'm pouring into myself during the day. If you want to be fit in the schedule, then let me know. This is how it's gonna go. Be that classy woman that is all about herself, that loves herself, and honestly, like I said, is obsessed with herself. Number three, this is, I think, to me, one of the most feminine qualities a woman can hold is being uplifting and positive to others. So classy and feminine when a woman is just naturally nurturing, and she's not a mean girl. She's a girl's girl. She's nice. She, you know, she gives advice when it's needed. She cares about people. She cares about the people around her. You know, honestly, just being naturally nurturing. To be nurturing, be nice to people, you know, listen, give advice. It's not nice to talk about other people, and it's not cute to talk about people, especially when it's negative. Constantly gossiping or saying bad things about others, it's not where it's at. It just shows how much you don't love yourself and you are comfortable with yourself. I always say this: respect your body, yourself, others, and your space. Doing little things each day. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be everything, but simple things like making your bed and vacuuming. Take care of yourself and your space. Add your flavor. Decorate. I always think it's so feminine because it's a woman decorating her nest, taking care of her nest, taking care of her home. A lot of people have so much, I always feel like this, have so much to always say about what's classy dressing wise. I'm gonna be honest with you. Me personally, I believe that dressing in what you're confident in is the classiest thing you can do, because confidence will outweigh anything. Give off an energy that cannot be replaced. And last on my list today is diving into self-care. Self-care is very much unique to the individual. Care does not always have to be facials, doing your makeup, doing a face mask, lighting a candle. It does not have to be that. Care can be going to therapy. Self-care can be reading a book. Self-care can be watching your favorite YouTuber or watching your favorite movie, snuggling up. That is self-care. Anything that is taking care of yourself and your mental and growing. You won't put up with fake friends, dealing with anything less, and go do a little bit of shopping. So you guys soon.
In a time of my life where I'm really working on my femininity and really entering my soft girl era, and I'm gonna give y'all some tips and tricks on what to work on when you're entering that. The number one thing I worked on was my language. I have heavily worked on my cursing, and I just think it doesn't come off as very classy and feminine when you have such vulgar language. And again, I'm not judging nobody who does. I just think it's worth working on. And it did take a very long time, and I do have slip-ups occasionally, but I've cleaned up my language a lot, and it's been awesome. Is slowing down. This is something I'm heavily working on. Slowing down when I'm getting ready, slowing down when I'm just doing anything, just getting out of rush mode, because your cortisol is going to be high when you're stressed out. It's just not feminine. We're not meant to be in rush mode. We're not meant to be stressed out. So just slow down and just make everything just loving the process. It is making sure you're always getting ready, looking good. Appearance is currency. Look clean, do your hair, always have your hair done, always have your skincare going, always have your nails done, always have just be looking clean and fresh, and make sure you're always smelling good. I would invest in a perfume. I think smelling good is like top tier. Always wear it. Wear it to the gym, wear it to the store, everywhere. This posture. Now, I've heavily worked on my posture with Pilates. Just strengthening your back helps your posture a ton. And just one thing to think about, shoulders up, back, and then drop them. And that's how you should be sitting up. Keep your legs crossed, all the things. I feel so feminine when I'm wearing heels. I wear heels almost every single day. It could be kitten heels, taller heels, whatever type of heel it is. I love being in heels. I feel more feminine in my heels. I feel like being comfortable in silence. Don't feel the need to be the loudest in the room. Don't feel the need to be heard by everybody. Really just being able to be composed and, don't fight back. Don't entertain drama. To have some emotional control and emotional regulation. I think that brings me to my next one, is emotional intelligence. Being able to control your emotions, not always react to things. It can keep you in your femininity and just keep you composed. And whenever something's not serving you, leave. I know it's easier said than done, but it's like you have to see it for what it is and exit. Get stressed out, it makes acne, it makes us gain weight, it makes us stress out. We can't have it. So just knowing when to exit and not surrounding yourself around things and people who don't serve you. But again, it's easier said than done, but just something to work on. Being nice. Be a kind person. Just being kind to people and having your heart postured in the right place. Being able to, make people feel safe and feel calm. Like, I often get told, like, oh my gosh, I feel so safe around you. I feel so calm around you. You have such a calming energy. And I take pride in that. Like, being kind to people takes you so far. Character is far more important than anything. Being able to say yes and accept help. This is something I've always struggled with, even asking for help. But especially when you're dealing with a man, I feel like men want to feel like they're being of service or helping you. They want you to need them. So I feel like being able to accept help and ask for help. How you dress, how you show up, and how you present yourself is so important, and it's going to dictate how people respect you. I think it's really good to step away from the really loud clothing or really revealing clothing, but really step into it fits your body well. Like, my problem is I get stuff on my clothes often, so I'm really trying to work on not getting things on my clothes. Paying attention to having a clean, nice outfit, and it's not like, oh, look at my butt, look at my boobs. It's more of like, you just look good in it. Like, knowing what fits your body and understanding your body type, that's going to do so much for you. But yeah, those are my tips for my feminine diaries. I love y'all.